Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue. Coming up on today's show, we'll take a look at who won the recent Philadelphia Section PGA Championship at Laurel Creek. That's the big tournament at the end of the year. Also, the Junior PGA Regional Championships were held recently at Ledge Rock. On our segment of introducing you to some of the staff members of the Golf Association of Philadelphia, we'll meet the man who's responsible for all of their social media. And in our Teed Off segment today, we're talking dress codes. No, not for our panelists, but a dress code now being employed by the LPGA Tour. That is an interesting topic. Stay with us. It's all coming up next on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia. GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine. It's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA. Experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, welcome back to Inside Golf. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, recently it was the big year-ending event for the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. It's their year-end championship. It's a three-day event that was held at Laurel Creek. You know, they've been playing this for almost 100 years.
The final round of this year's 96th Philadelphia PGA Section Championship was held recently at the Laurel Creek Country Club in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And this year's champion, Terry Herzog, Director of Instruction at the Country Club of New York. After trailing by 7 strokes through 36 holes, Herzog closed with a brilliant 1 par 70, becoming a 3-time winner of the event.
This morning, I was 7 back, and I didn't even think we had a chance for me to win, at least. And so I just went out and played and hit shots, and didn't even know what the scoring was like until sometime maybe around hole number 11 or 12. And then all of a sudden I saw that I was close. So I still tried not to think about it at that point, but it's hard not to do. So I just tried to keep hitting shots, and you know, the game is so crazy. And I've been in the lead on the final day before, and it didn't work out. And I think all players have to go through that sometimes. And it was just my day today. Sometimes you're ahead and you win, and other times you just sort of back into it.
His charge to the top of the leaderboard was slow and steady. Tony Perla of Ledge Rock Golf Club took a 5-stroke lead following a 64 in the second round. But Tony was unable to play at the same level on the final day. As a result, a number of section pros tried to play their way to the top spot. Brendan Post, a chip shot on the 9th hole, found the cup. And on a green that had challenged the pros all day on the par 3 13th, Dave Quinn was able to lower his total with this birdie putt. Quinn from Philmont finished as the championship's runner-up. He shot a final round 70, one stroke ahead of defending champion Jordan Gibbs from Gulf Mills. Herzog will now lead 13 top section finishers to compete in the 51st PGA Professional Championship to be held next June at the Bayonet Black Horse in Seaside, California.
Now this will qualify you for the 2018 PGA Professional National Championship. So have you played in that before? Tell us about kind of what you're looking forward to.
Well, I've played in it a bunch of times before, and I've never played well, not well enough to advance to the PGA Championship. So, for us as club pros, if we can do that, play and finish in the top 20 at the national PNC, that's the ultimate goal. And a lot of our guys have done it, and I have not. So hopefully, maybe next year will be my year for that.
That field will include a number of familiar names from the Philly section: Stu Ingram from M Golf, Rich Steinmetz from Springford Country Club, Tony Perla, head pro at Ledge Rock Golf Club, Bill Stewart from the Ace Club, Brett Melton, Bradley Run, Rusty Harbold, Philadelphia Cricket Club, Brendan Post, who is the men's golf coach at the University of Delaware, Alex Knoll, Bethlehem Golf Club, Mark Seftic, a pro from Murrian Golf Club, and Dave McNabb, the head pro at Applebrook. Herzog also won the section championship in 2001 and 2004, becoming the 10th Philadelphia PGA professional to win the title 3 times.
Terry, take us through today. This is your 3rd win in your career. Take us through kind of what this meant in your experience today.
Today played really hard. Tees were back, and there was just enough wind to make every shot a little bit of a challenge, even when you were downwind. So I think that's why the scores weren't all that low today. It was just hard.
Well, best of luck to you, and again, congratulations here today. We hope you have a great year next year.
Thanks.
Thanks, Leela. By the way, you saw what Tony Perla did in that sectional championship. Coming up, we'll be talking to Tony about a recent event held at his new club, Ledge Rock, the regional championship for the Junior PGA. Next on Inside Golf.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. You know, over the past few years, the PGA of America has come up with a lot of ways to help grow the game. And in the Philadelphia area, well, one big part of that has been the Junior PGA. And recently they held a sectional championship of Junior PGA golfers at Ledge Rock.
We're here at Ledge Rock Golf Club for the 2017 Mid-Atlantic Regional for PGA Junior League. We're here with Angela Schmelzer. She's the National League Manager for PGA of America. Angela, tell us a little bit about this program, how it's grown this year, and kind of what you've seen so far.
Yeah, so PGA Junior League is just fascinating, right? The kids get to play together. They get to play on teams. They get to wear cool jerseys with numbers on the back. We think about growth. In 2016, we had about 36,000 players all across the country, and this year for 2017, we're at a record high of 42,000 players. So the program's just skyrocketing and taking off all across the country, and the kids really love it.
This is match number 3, representing Team New Jersey, Katie Lee, Megan Meng, and Adrian Jordan.
Tony, tell us a little bit about what this event means to Ledge Rock.
I think it's very important to have the junior golfers out here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to build recognition here at Ledge Rock, along with building a very powerful junior program, and this is just one step in the process. The overall goal of this is to grow the game amongst juniors and get them more involved.
Well, it's a great course. It's a great facility. Obviously, we've been here the last 2 years, and hopefully your members have really embraced it. Tell us a little bit about the feedback that you've gotten from the members.
The members love having the PGA Junior League here. We're really just trying to put ourselves at the top of the list, and bringing an event like this here is starting to get us there. So I think the golf course deserves the recognition, and the members love having them here for that reason.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for having us again.
Absolutely.
The program in general is just designed for the kids to work together and play together, so skill level isn't a huge factor. You know, a beginner golfer can play with a higher skilled golfer, and then they can offset each other on the course if they've got good putting or things like that. The kids we're seeing out here today have excelled, and they're really good at what they do. So the winner from today, or this weekend, actually will go to Scottsdale, Arizona. They'll compete at Greyhawk Golf Club in the national championship, and there'll be a total of 8 teams that are competing.
So these kids really are the best of the best because it's the All-Star, but the program really is for all skill levels and boys and girls. You know, how many boys versus girls have you seen?
There's, you know, several girls on every team, and what's really neat is to watch, you know, a male and female pairing out there. You know, the females bring such a dynamic to the game, and it's just really neat that the boys and girls can all play together on one single team.
What do you think this does for the future of the game, and kind of how do you see this shaping the industry?
I mean, the future of the game is in good hands, right? These kids are gonna grow up. They're gonna become members at facilities. They're gonna keep playing golf, and that's what we really want. It's the longevity of it. Yeah, it's just a great program for these kids.
Well, it's a great program, and we're happy to be here. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Schofield with the GAP Communications team. My role here is the Assistant Director of Communications. I joined the GAP team in early 2015 after a 1-year internship with the USGA. I cover about 70 plus tournaments a year, anything from reporting to pictures to social media. It's all in the job title. Also, throughout the year, manage our social media outlets and get a lot of good interaction from golfers all around the region. And that's a lot of fun interacting with all types of players, from juniors to our ladies to our seniors. It's always good to keep the conversation going throughout the year. Another responsibility that I have is the GAP magazine. My favorite part about being here at GAP is getting to see and experience some of the best golf courses, I believe, in the country. As someone that didn't grow up in the Philadelphia area, it seems like I'm going to a new course probably every week, and it's amazing all the hidden gems that are out here. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find us at GA of Philly, or search Golf Association of Philadelphia on Facebook.
Well, as you know, everybody's involved in social media, institutions as well as individuals. And it's good to see that Dan Schofield is pumping out the information on social media for the Golf Association of Philadelphia. Next up is our Teed Off panel, and they're talking dress codes, specifically on the LPGA Tour. It's a topic you don't want to miss. It's next on Inside Golf.
Stock it, and if I stock it, they should be able to wear it, but they can't. At least not at my club currently, the way that things are.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. Yes, we are here with our Teed Off panel at the beautiful Blue Bell Inn in Blue Bell, Montgomery County. And I'll tell you what, How about a Sunday brunch here? What an atmosphere. Every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can enjoy all the brunch classics, topped off with your choice of an $18 bottomless Bloody Marys and maybe a mimosa. Wow. Sounds like a bargain to me. Right here at the Bluebell Inn. Go to their website, bluebellinn.com, or call 215-646-2010 and check out their website and make your reservation.
What are they trying to do to people?
Huh?
Bottomless Bloody Mary?
It's a long day. It's a long brunch.
Oh, man.
We'll get to this gentleman in a moment, but first let me introduce to his right. He is the head professional at the nearby Bluestone Country Club, Chris Gardner. Thanks, Chris, for rejoining us here at Bluebell Inn, which is only maybe well, for you, it's probably a hybrid and a wedge, but anyhow.
Small wedge.
We have Mike Kern, who's looking for a nice, long Sunday brunch here at the Bluebell Inn. Mike from Philly.com and from myphillygolf.com.
Be here.
Joe Logan. Gentlemen, the LPGA Tour wants to, I don't know, cover up. Is that a bad term? Maybe it's accurate. They're going to come up with a dress code for their competitors. Now, Mike, you know, women like clothes, and they like to be on top of it when it comes to fashion.
And
good idea, bad idea.
Well, the LPGA at once upon a time tried to sell the sexual, I mean, you know, look nice, you know, whatever, that part. I have nothing wrong with a golfer trying to look nice because that's part of their, you know, thing. I mean, they might have sponsors that want them to look, and, you know, and I mean, the guys try to look nice too, I'm guessing, but it almost sounds like the fashion police, and maybe there's been some instances where people went over the line, or they perceive them that they went over the line. I want to know who's going to be the person that determines if their neckline is too plunging.
You want to volunteer for that job?
No, I don't, because I don't want to be the one that has to go up to, you know, and say, hey, go back and change your shirt or change. Look, why can't common sense just, you know, rule the day? But it never does.
Let me get to the guy who he's a PGA professional at Bluestone. So
he's going to be checking everybody at the first tee to see what
you have apparel. Women come in and buy your stuff. I mean, what are they looking for? I mean, they want the latest in fashion stuff. Did they ever say, hey, I saw Michelle Wee wearing this cute little skirt or something?
So we have a dress code that we have to abide by for all players, guests and members included at Bluestone, once you get to the golf course or to the practice facilities. And I think there's been a separation for quite some time between the LPGA, what they permit, versus what a typical country club is going to allow on their golf course. What we see on TV on a typical weekend from our best players, female players in the world, we don't really permit, technically.
Really?
Length of shorts, length of skirts.
So they can play on the LPGA Tour, but they couldn't play at your club.
And that's the good question is, well, if I see it on TV, can't I wear it here? You know, they want to buy what the stars of the game are buying, and right now, unfortunately, they can buy it, they can wear it, they just can't wear it to play golf at their own country club, and I think that's a little bit of an issue. I don't think that's why they changed to a more conservative look, but it will be more in line maybe with the established country club mentality, but it's not hitting necessarily the public golf mentality, which is comfortability.
Well, some of the things that they're going to have a code for are, for instance, I think women's tops, they must have a collar. They can't like just have a V-neck type of thing. They can't have a, quote, plunging. And here comes the interpretation. What's a plunging, okay? Neckline. They can't wear just leggings. They can wear leggings with like shorts or a skirt, but they have to be so long, so certain other things are covered up. I mean, it gets to the point like, well, are we into a fashion thing, or are they playing whatever the girls or women are comfortable in, I would think, and dealing with the age that we're in, let's face it, things are a lot more.
I mean, don't we see things in women's tennis sometimes that you sit there and go, huh?
Yeah.
Are they going? I don't know.
Do you wonder who complained?
Yeah.
To do this? And of course, at the pro level, oftentimes the sponsors dress the players, not the players.
Sure.
I mean, every time the PGA, major rolls around, tailor-made, and they all lay out exactly what certain players are going to wear. But I don't know. It strikes me sort of as a problem and a solution in search of a problem.
Yeah, couldn't this have been done behind closed doors?
It should be. Talk about, we've seen Jason Day come out with the high top and the pants tucked. I mean, really a different look than what we're used to with the wool caps and sweaters and everything. Do you get people coming in saying, hey, Chris, get some of those high top golf shoes?
Yes, the shoe category, Keegan Bradley coming out with a Jordan pair of golf shoes, with more with the athletic look. I think the untucked shirts is going to become a little bit of an issue at many clubs in the near future, and the collarless men's golf shirts. And we saw in 2004-ish, Tiger Woods brought the mock turtleneck to the forefront, and country clubs were forced, and retail outlets were forced to basically sell those.
Rory McIlroy shirts last year had that.
And so that drives the fashion sense, and it does drive for someone like myself who owns a merchandise operation. If they're wearing it, I should
stock it.
And if I stock it, they should be able to wear it, but they can't. At least not at my club currently, the way that things are.
They're traditionally here in Philadelphia, Squires Golf Club. Some days you go out there and you'd look and guys would be having no shirts. Forget about collared or not, right? I mean, it was kind of loosey-goosey.
But they're not on TV.
But it's a private club.
Yeah, it's private.
And they're not on TV. And I don't think there's going to be any calls for that. But they're the extremes of, the game. Now, how about reversed golf hats?
Well, I would say this, that every establishment, obviously, every facility can make their own policy. We've obviously done so. We've talked extensively about it with the new ownership group. We had a chance to really outline what we wanted as a group, and our golf committee is very vocal. We've established it. They as a golf committee establish it. I as a golf manager enforce it. And, we're loosely rigid.
Well, just this year, Joe, the competitors in the PGA Championship were allowed to wear shorts during the practice rounds. How about that?
Well,
we saw a lot of out-of-bound mistakes on Phil Mickelson. Remember? I mean, he doesn't work that tan very well, does he?
Well, this gets to the issue of growing the game, and when you have 60-year-old men writing the dress code for 22-year-old women, there could be some conflict.
Assuming that was the case, I don't know. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think your typical high school golfer, your typical college golfer is going to mimic really what you see on the LPGA Tour, and somewhere between the 20-year-old and your 50, 60-year-old lady, the dress attire does change. So now are you having a separate set of rules for younger girls, younger females versus...
I don't think you want to go there.
I don't think you want to go there. So you have to have one set of rules for everybody, and I think the LPGA Tour is doing what they think is right, but how it gets incorporated is very interesting.
Well, we all call it, we make it. We got the collared shirts, no plunging. I don't know about Mike. Well, we had to get that microphone in there someplace. Thanks, guys. Thanks to the Bluebell Inn. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf coming up in a moment.
Located in Bluebell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a lunch and dinner or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community.
The first tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn Macnell, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Hope you enjoyed our look back at the recent Philadelphia Section PGA Championship as well as the Regional Junior PGA Championship at Ledge Rock. Next week, we'll take a look at an annual event at Lookaway Golf Club in Bucks County, where the members have raised literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last 7 years to help the families of pediatric brain cancer patients who are getting treatment at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Dave Rink, who's been the superintendent of Lookaway, and his wife Jackie lost a son to brain cancer. But they've stepped up, started a foundation, and it's having a big impact on other families that shared their experience.
There seems to be sometimes there's a void or a disconnect between what the medical bills can pay and what how a family is put out during this type of illness, because a lot of patients' shop is so great. A lot of the families come from out of town, out of state, and they have to move in here. Somebody has to be off from work, so there's mortgages that have to be paid, gas, car payments that have to continue while your child is sick, and that's where we kind of fill that void in and help out with incremental amounts of money as needed.
So that's next week here on Inside Golf. A great cause at a great facility, Lookaway, and some great members as well. I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. See you next time on Inside Golf.
Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.